strong base. He added that the relation of Oromo and Amhara people cannot be distorted easily.
Oromia is home of all nations, nationalities, and peoples of the country. Oromia is known for its love, respect, and adoption, and even more. This is not only for the sake of spoken words, but it is practical.
Shimallis highlighted that the Oromia regional state has been striving to further strengthen its relations with all nations, nationalities, and peoples of the country.
Oromia regional state has been working to strengthen its earlier values to strengthen unity of the country. In doing so, we can realize democracy and the democratization process in this country. We say we have to build Ethiopian unity. We mean that we have to be united.
Shimallis underscored that they have also been working to rehabilitate citizens displaced from Oromia regional state so as to realize unity of the people. He also appreciated people of Ambo town and its environs for their heroism and dedication for freedom.
People of Ambo didn't push other people, even in a very difficult and complicated political situation in this country. They rather further united because they are heroes.
President of the Amhara regional state, Dr. Ambacho Makonnen, for his part, said that the unity of Oromo and Amhara people have opened a door of freedom for citizens of the country, adding that it will continue through participating other nations, nationalities, and peoples of the country. Dr. Ambacho also called upon all citizens of the country to play their fair share in order to sustain and ensure peace and security in the country.
Similarly, Vice President of the Oromia Regional State, Shimallis Abdiisa, and President of Amhara Regional State, Dr. Ambacho Makonnen, said they agreed to work collaboratively to further strengthen the relationship between the Oromo and Amhara people. Participants of the Oromara conference held in Ambo town raised various questions to the leaders of the regions. Oromo Boyne presents Chala Barakas report.
Oromo and Amhara people-to-people conference was held in Ambo town of West Shawa Zone. On the conference, representatives of both people were participated. The participants have also raised various questions and suggestions to Vice President of the Oromia Regional State, Shimallis Abdiisa, and President of the Amhara Regional State, Dr. Ambacho Makonnen. Some participants from Oromia said that Oromo people have paid many sacrifices for nations, nationalities, and people's freedom. They also said that they are ready to discuss and solve issues that hinder the benefit of both Oromo and Amhara people.
We don't have people-to-people problems, rather leaders' problems. We know that Amhara people are our people.
Some participants from Amhara region also expressed their happiness to take part on the conference to strengthen the relation of the two people.
I feel as I am celebrating wedding of my relative. We are one people, so we shouldn't separate each other.
The participants have also raised issues of development, lack of good governance, and some social problem to the leaders of the two regions.
How do you see illegal armed forces who have been killing our innocent civilians? And how the Amhara regional state understands the Oromo people's special interest from Funfune city? What is your contribution to make Afan Oromo federal working language?
Vice President of the Oromia Regional State, Shimallis Abdiisa, said that solving any differences through discussions and dialogues is very crucial.
Some extremists have been singing about Ethiopia, but practically they have been working on things that hinders the sovereignty of the country. We have to work hard without opening any door for these groups.
President of the Amhara Regional State, Dr. Ambacho Makonnen, for his part, noted that strengthening the relation of Oromo and Amhara people is one solution for problems of the country.
If the relation of Oromo and Amhara people is strengthened, it will be a good strategy to build the great Ethiopia.
Dr. Ambacho pointed out that the issue of Funfune city and Oromia regional state should be solved based on the constitution framework, adding that they will also struggle for its realizations.
Finfinne City is not only residents, nations, nationalities, and the peoples of this country, but also capital of Africa. We will also struggle to ensure the Oromia special interest from Finfinne City in accordance with the constitution.
At the end, the two leaders were awarded shield and spear as well as horse by the people of Ambo town and its environs.
University scholars urged the public to build a strong economy in order to promote language and history of the Oromo people. A research conference on Afan-Oromo language and culture has been held in Matu University. We have more on this. Matu University has organized a conference aimed at promoting culture, history, and language of the Oromo people. On the conference, about 16 research papers have been presented by public and private universities. Scholars who presented research underscored that the Oromo people should contribute his part to promote its identity as well as to be economically empowered.
Magaalota Oromiyaadha jennee nu yaannu keessatti Oromoon of ta'ee afaan ofiin dubbachuu.
The Oromo people should speak by its own language in the urban areas. The villagers also should tell the history and culture to their children. If we do so, we can bring the intended achievement.
Uummati afaan sana dubbatu. Afaan sun akka inni jabaatu yoo barbaachise, annisaa akka inni qabaatu yoo barbaachise, maal qabaachuu qaba? Dinagdee farkaa qabaachuu qaba.
Economic power has greater importance to promote a Afan-Oromo language. If it hasn't economic liberation, it is meaningless. According to the scholars, in order to transform Afan-Oromo, universities and media houses have to play their fair share.
Afaan kana afaan federaalaa gochuuf korri qorannoo bifa kanaan qophaa'u waan guddaadha jedhee waa yaaduuf.
This kind of conference has significant importance to make Afan-Oromo the federal working language. All universities have to conduct a research forum to promote this language.
Kanammoo ce'umsa kana keessatti gaaffii uummataa sirriitti xinxaalee lafa gochuu kan danda'u.
Universities have pivotal role to transform Afan-Oromo language. Equivalent to universities, media houses have enormous role in this regard. Former Abagada Honorary Doctorate Bayene Sembeto on the occasion said that private schools have a lion's share in developing Afan-Oromo. Research and Academic Vice President of Matu University, Assistant Professor Tsaggaye Berkesa, for his part, underlines that the conference has crucial role to conduct research on culture and history of the surrounding community. History of one people is the source of its identity. So in order to make a research in this area, this conference will help us in many aspects. Participants of the conference witness that the conference has greater importance to promote language, culture, and history of the Oromo people. Residents of Finfinne City witnessed that after the reform, freedom of speech is progressing well. The residents requested the government to make measure on individuals who are transmitting fake news. Olka Wandum has looked at Grimaunde's reports.
Residents of Finfinne City told OBN that press freedom in Ethiopia has been registering good improvement since the reform. In Ethiopia's history, press freedom has been progressing well. Starting from 2006, there was a good improvement. But after the election of 2006 and 2 years later on, it is a dark age for media houses. But now, especially after Dr. Abiy came to power and started his reform agenda, we are observing a great change in releasing media to report the actual happenings. Before 2 years back, there is no space for media houses to speak and report things as it is. Everyone can now speak what want to speak. But after this reform agenda take place, things are progressing well for media experts and journalists to report everything freely. The residents also stressed that although press freedom is important for the development of democracy, media houses should report and transmit the information from tangible sources. Although it is a democratic right to speak one-sided freely, it should be in a responsible manner. Some media houses are deliberately reporting fake news and clear propaganda that can create conflict between our nations, nationalities, and people of the country. Some media houses has been preaching differences to create and praise the issue of extremists. Especially social media has been preaching hate and difference in the context of our country's perspectives. So media should entertain media freedom in respect of rule of law. Media should report something as it is. There is no need of adding makeups on some information. There should be professional ethics on their each and every report. Things should be reported as it is. The residents also called on the government to strictly follow media houses and take all the necessary legal measures. There should be some restriction points in which media is not allowed to report. There should be clear responsibilities and rights of media houses. If media houses did not keep these agreements, the government have to take legal actions upon them.
Thank you so much for joining us. That's all for now. Have a good time.